is Audrey Allison, and this is your July 2014 forecast for the month. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for joining me and for tuning in. Let's jump into it. This is a very special month because I can feel the reprieve already. This is for Pisces and Pisces rising, if your ascendant is Pisces. The transits are pretty amazing for the 6th house this month for you. And that sector is about your daily work, your routine, your schedule. You're going to feel less tension in that 6th house for quite a while, for at least a year. And we'll get into that. So let's start at the top. I've got the cards, I've got the stars, and I'm going to jump into it. Mercury is finally direct on July 1st. Yay! So Mercury goes direct 24 degrees Gemini. And for you Pisces, Gemini is your 4th house of home and foundation. So now you have this communication open in the house. You're able to analyze, review, study, write. You could look for a home. You could have a lot of action in the home. The 4th house is where your foundation lies. So if you internally have felt like you haven't been communicating very well with other people, you'll notice when Mercury goes direct in this sign that you're just speaking more clearly. You're able to get things out and across to people, and you're understood more readily also. On the 12th, we have our full moon. This is 20 degrees Capricorn, and this full moon is illuminating this 11th house for you. 11th house of hopes and goals and wishes and groups and clubs and organizations and even friendships and social ties that you're connected with. To have the full moon here, you could lose contact with a friendship at this time, but obviously this is for the betterment. You could lose contact with either a friend or have a friendship go its separate way at that time, or things could be illuminated in a friendship that you weren't expecting to hear. So pay attention to that around the full moon. But it doesn't have to be friendships. That's a possibility. Because these readings are general, they're solar scopes for you. It's almost impossible, it is impossible to predict every single person's facet. I'm not looking at your exact chart. But the 11th house could also be bringing certain areas to your goals and your wishes to a head, meaning you can see things more clearly for what they are. The sector is illuminated. On the 13th, Mercury goes into Cancer, another water sign. This is a very comfortable placement for you. This ignites your 5th house. This is creativity. Okay, Mercury now direct going into Cancer, your 5th house of children, creative endeavors, romance, really gets communication into it, really gets messages relayed in that sector. Mercury will bring on study, local travel, short trips, local errands, and also Mercury controls the sibling relationships in the 3rd house. Your 5th house, but Mercury governs the 3rd house of Gemini. So you could get involved in creative endeavors with your siblings or their children and your children. There's a lot of playfulness in the 5th house, and having Mercury there, there's a light-hearted kind of rapport with people, and this is a fun time funneling energy into the 5th. So right after that full moon, you'll feel some reprieve and have a playfulness. On July 16th, this is the transit we've all been waiting for, depending on where it falls, what sector for you, but this is a really good thing. Jupiter, the planet of abundance and growth and expansion and luck, it's entering Leo. Okay, Jupiter makes a transit once a year or once every 13 months, and Leo is your 6th house. So Jupiter will enter Leo on July 16th and remain there until August 11th of 2015, so 13 months. And this will increase and expand the 6th house for you. You'll have a lot of blessings and luck in your daily work, your routine, your scheduled hours within a day will feel blessed, okay? This is also the 6th house of health. So what a beautiful transit to have growth and expansion, you know, expanding the health. You could come up with new ideas on how to protect the body, for the betterment of your health, and grow your routines, your workout routines, your schedule, your regimen. These will expand. Personal trainers could come into your life at this time. Gurus, meditation, yogis, a lot of beautiful health aspects with Jupiter going into this sector. It could also, usually when Jupiter goes into the first house, it could expand your self, the physical being. You could gain a few pounds. In the sixth house, it could also expand how you're looking at your health. Wider range. Maybe you could notice you want to change your health carrier, or there's a better and more beneficial way to go about your health regimen and or doctors, physicians. So this is huge. I mean, Jupiter will expand what it touches and give such a touch of gold to the Leo. So and that is the color of Leo. So this is just really making the sixth house magnificent. Now I'm pulling cards for July for the Leo, the Jupiter transit into Leo, to see how it's affecting each sign through the tarot and to see what happens. So I'm taking a break with the stars for a minute, and I'm consulting the cards and see what comes up. Mini reading. Pisces. Lady of Swords. Poetry, music, dance, self-expression. First card. Queen of Coins. The mastering of her environment and occupation. Ace of Cups, finding one's purpose and destiny. And the Three of Pentacles, the creator, the artist, the writer, the thinker, the man who's seeing the vista, sees the long-range goals and plans, and earning him some coins. So these together, what does this mean? It means your world is opening up right now. Okay, Pisces, you first of all, you're very creative. If you play music and create art, and most Pisces do have an artistic view and self-expression, very beautiful creators. Actually, Pisces are the #1 leading artists in the zodiac, and Tauruses follow there as well. But Leo is also extremely creative. Anywho, if you could really earn a pretty coin for residual money, artistic endeavors, the selling of paintings and works, publishing books, directing films, modeling careers. And if you don't know what you'd like to do with the Pisces water, oh, and you're the fish, check it. You know, it kind of all makes sense if you can, wrap your head around it, or if you want to. But if you're watching these videos, I'm sure that you're into it. So Pisces, if you don't have your sole purpose and you're confused at this time, perhaps you're coming out an area of stagnance, you'll find your goal. July is a very important month, and your sixth house is lit up. So if you don't have work, you will find it in July. It really feels positive with the support of Mercury going direct, and also the sixth house lit up so much of daily work and routine and regimen and responsibility. Okay? So Jupiter's going to bring in these goals for you. And for those of you who already have work, really enhance it. And if you're not artistic, it could fall into this health factor. Also the environment, the fourth house that we mentioned with Mercury direct in Gemini, this is the person, the superior master of environment and occupation, the fourth and the sixth house, which we got into. Let me go on with the forecast because we have a lot to cover. Venus on the 18th is transiting into Cancer again in this fifth house of romance and children. So Cancer is lit up through the month for you. That's your fifth house, Pisces. Venus will beautify any creative endeavors you have going on, because that's really good. For you artists, this is an important month. You'll see things start to move ahead as they should. So if there's things that have been stalled, just way to beat. You know, take a minute and expect them halfway through third week of mid-July to third week to go forward. We have a few planets turning direct and retrograde. Saturn goes direct on the 20th of July. This is 16 degrees Scorpio, another water sign. This is affecting the 9th house of faraway locations and long-distance travel. Having Saturn, the planet of lessons and restriction and constriction, going direct is a good thing. It allows him to really help you learn lessons that you need. 9th house is also higher education. So those of you in school and studying or planning on taking classes, this Saturn direct will support this transit for you in the 9th. On the 21st, Uranus retrogrades. He's been stationed in Aries for quite a while. This will retrograde in your money sector, but what this could mean is that Uranus bringing on sudden surprise and shocks when he's direct in the money could have made your money just really fluctuate up and down, Pisces. It's like in one hand, out the other. But with him retrograde, it'll slow down the surprises and perhaps ease up. You'll be able to get a better tab or calculation on the money that you're earning and accruing. It's good. A Uranus retrograde is a good aspect. So it's not like the Mercury where it slows everything up. The Sun goes into Leo as well. So happy birthday to all of those Leos in the 6th house. So the Sun going into the 6th sector where where Jupiter will be, the Sun will be, this is super positive. Your health is really good right now. And if you are coming off of ailments or having some kind of difficulty with your health, this is the year of reprieve. You're either going to find the correct medicinal support, whether that's Eastern or Western, or you'll be generally feeling better. It's almost impossible to not feel more uplifted with the support of the Sun and Jupiter in the 6th sector. Also, relationships with your pets could be fabulous, and you could even gain pets because the 6th house are animals and pets. Okay, so the 25th of July, Mars goes into Scorpio again, this compatible 9th house. Energy to learn. The schooling will be really highlighted from the 3rd and 4th week of July forward. Now, our new moon is right after this Mars transit at 3 degrees Leo again. Okay, so on the 26th of July, Pisces, the Sun, the Moon, and Jupiter will be in the 6th house. You are feeling fabulous. Your health is really in check. I love it. Also, you'll have a really great structure to your daily routine, so keep that in mind. You're really implementing your time correctly. You're not wasting time on things that aren't valuable to you or important. You know, this is a really, really good lesson here in the 6th. On the 31st, full month, Mercury is going into Leo again. He's all over the place. He's direct in Gemini, goes into Cancer, and then he's transiting the very last day into Leo again, into the 6th. Oh my gosh, so the 6th house is really on for you. I want to pull just a few more cards. You're very supported there. If you don't have a grasp on structure, if you're ADD, if you're misplacing things, if you're losing track of time and you're arriving places late, this is all restructured in July. This is a card I'll leave you with. The Master of Feelings, the King of Wands or the King of Staves. You've got a lot of passion, okay, Pisces? I think that you could really express yourself in the arts. You could also really revamp the image or the home, the 4th house, the environment. You have a lot of support around you, and your feelings run deep. So use them wisely in July. My name is Audrey Alison. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm at audreyallison.com if you'd like a personal reading. Take care, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye.